Hi everyone! Okay, let's see here. Was not the best angle on me. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Alright, I can live with this. Hi. I think I threw my back out. I don't really know what the definition of throwing your back out is, but I think I did it. So I might look kind of stiff tonight, but we're gonna do a foam roller class inspired by me throwing my back out so that I can try to roll that out. So yeah. All right. Well, like I said, go ahead and get comfy, and we'll get started in a couple minutes. Alright everyone, we're gonna go ahead and get started. This is your first time joining, I promise I don't look like this pitiful all the time. I was in class today and I have like a reoccurring SI joint injury, and I felt it pop today in class, so then this like entire right side of my back is like seized up. It's only the right side, which is good, but it hurts pretty bad, so we're gonna try to work that out. But hi, welcome to Dancer's Stretch. My name is Maddy, and you don't know me. I'm typically a little more peppy than this, but alright, well, let's go ahead and just get started with our breathing exercises. I know we could all use a nice big breath of fresh air right now for so many reasons, so let's go ahead gently, very gently, lying back. Okay, this is how this is gonna go then, I guess. Laying back. So we're either gonna keep the feet planted, maybe you want to move into a reclined butterfly, or maybe you stretch the legs out all the way, your choice. But go ahead and just get comfortable here. Just get comfortable here. Laying back. And just visualizing our midline. Noticing if we're symmetrical on either side of our midline. Making sure both sides of our body are even. And let's come together with 3 nice deep breaths, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Making sure that our exhales are the same length as our inhales, just as deep. We begin breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, emptying all the way. And again, inhale. And exhale. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Returning to steady breath now. Keeping the pattern of breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Feeling the rise and fall of the chest. Few more breaths here. Feeling yourself melt into the floor. Softening with every exhale. Letting all thoughts drift away, just focusing in on the pattern of the breath. Come back together with 3 more breaths. Breathing in through the nose. Again, in through the nose. And out through the mouth. One last deep inhale. Heaviest exhale. Gently opening the eyes, bringing the arms up overhead, stretching the legs out. Really stretching here. Making a big yawn. Good. And releasing down. Coming to an X here, a nice modern X. Making sure this is okay, it's not frozen, we're good. They look up in the video, so I get concerned. So, alright, taking a gentle heel rock here. The only thing that's moving is our feet. The rest of the body, or actively moving anyways. The rest of the body is just bonding to that initiation. It's just to relax us. our feet in, dropping the knees side to side. Okay, that hurt for me. That was not fun. And coming up, we're gonna gently take our hands, place them behind our head. And we don't have to keep them out wide or anything. I actually like to bring them in close. And we're just gonna stretch through the back of the neck here, yeah? So don't go too far, too hard. Just listen to your body. And just take a couple passes like this, almost like little baby crunches. Couple more times. Just really tucking that chin to the chest, stretching the upper back. Good. And releasing the head, bringing the hands to where the thighs meet the pelvis and pressing away. Really lengthening through the low back. Good. And next we're just gonna move through our clocks that we've done before, yeah? So I'll go over what those are again. I've learned these from Sam Watson at University of Arizona. I think they're, it's not, Felder, I can't remember the name, but it's a certain technique that we use for releasing and mobilizing joints. So clocks. So you're going to think of your pelvis, then your shoulder girdle, then your head as if a clock is right above you. So we have movement from 12 to 6 and 3 to 9. Yeah, and it's all very small, very internal. You barely see it happening. So don't think picking the pelvis up and then having a strong arch in the back. It's just rolling along that tailbone in the SI joint. Nothing comes up off the floor. It's just that rolling sensation. So we go 12 to 6, that's up and down. Then we gently go side to side. We're not dropping the knees, just moving side to side. The knees move in response, but we're not dropping the knees or anything. This is just to loosen up the pelvis. So then we'll move 3 to 9. We'll go into some circles now, so all the way around the clock. Yeah, incorporating the 12 to 6, 3 to 9 we just did. We'll reverse, other side circles. Then we move into the shoulder girdle. The shoulder girdle. My turtleneck choked me. So shoulder girdle, the way that goes 12 to 6. So arms reaching down and up. Yeah, it's okay for the ribs to pop a little bit, but you don't want to just release all the way. Keep it engaged. Oh. I think you didn't miss anything. I just saw. So I'm still explaining the clocks. Now you can imagine you're holding a bar and you can just move side to side, or you can do like a little streaking action, almost like you're punching something for your 3 to 9. Then same thing, circles. And spot on the back of your head that you can kind of mobilize with the skin, the scalp. If you have a ponytail in, maybe take that out. Perks of having little hair that doesn't get tied back or anything. So you want to think nose doing that movement now, yeah? So 12 to 6, 3 to 9. Then we'll have our circles. That feels kind of nice, going both directions. All right, here we go. We're not going to spend too much time on this because I start with the pelvis, moving 12 to 6. I'm ready. And let's gently move 3 to 9. And moving into some circles here. And opposite direction. And coming to a stop, moving into the shoulder girdle. So, moving 12 to 6. And coming to a stop, moving 3 to 9. And moving in a circular, clockwise. Actually, I'm going counterclockwise right now, so. Switch. And coming to a stop, moving into the head now, 12 to 6. I like to close my eyes for this because whenever I do anything like any motions, like head rolls or anything, I get really dizzy. So. To a stop, side to side here. Moving into circles. Switch. Coming to a stop, keep rolling onto your right side, using your arms to push you up to a seat. I don't know if you guys heard that, but that was like the loudest pop in my knee ever. Maybe not ever, but that was really loud. It felt really good though. Yeah, it was a good pop record. I just gonna hear it popping now. Just like, am I okay? Alright, let's go ahead and get our foam rollers out and get rolling. Let's roll, guys. Oh my gosh, I'm turning into like a dad or something. So many dad jokes. Alright, well, quads today, let's just get it over with. For me, the quads are always like the most difficult thing to roll out. So let's go ahead. So I'm gonna start my left leg today. You can start whatever leg you want though. So we just lay our quad onto the roller. I like to keep this leg bent for support, and you can either stay up on your hands or you can come down to your forearms. Let's back a little bit. There you go. So either one is fine. I wonder if you get about the same pressure on either one. I guess it just kind of depends on what you're feeling for the day. I know I do it sometimes, but try to not drop your head like this while you're rolling or stretching or anything. It promotes bad posture because your spine is going into a curve that way. So you want to try to think of lengthening the crown of the head and keeping that alignment in the spine to promote good posture and proper alignment. Even though you want to give up on everything you're doing when you're rolling out sometimes. Also, try to keep that nice, steady breathing pattern. Sending oxygen to those muscles. Maybe you want to try a little bit of a different angle on your quads. Maybe going to the eye. Maybe you want to go into the inner thigh a little bit. Good. And gently coming to a stop there. Rotating onto the outside of the leg for our IT band. Ouch. Yep. So just sitting onto the side of your thigh, and you can roll here all the way up and down the leg, making sure you stop above the knee though. We don't need to roll into the knee or anything. So for the IT band, it's usually pretty painful. For some people, it tickles because it's so tight, and then I've met a few people where they just don't feel anything at all, which I think is insane, and I envy them. But the IT band is really important to roll out and continue on your kneecap. There's always a lot of ligaments and tendons connected around the patella, and if there's too much tension built up in the IT band, which runs on the side of the thigh, then it'll tense up and start pulling your patella towards the IT band, which can lead into some subluxation, which means it pops out of place. So it's important to roll out your IT band, making sure everything stays nice and even in your body. No excess tension required. Checking in with your breath. I'm definitely using my couch to push off, but it's fine. When I first mentioned work into those areas, go in and out of this cyclical rolling. You can always take a stop to center areas you feel some weirdness. Good. And rolling off of that, So I like to, unless you know a better way that for you, for your body, a better position to roll out your glute, I personally like to go into a figure 4. And then the glute that I'm rolling out is the one that is in the figure 4. So not the supporting leg, but my left leg is up, so I'm rolling out my left glute. And the deeper of a stretch you want, the ground. Marty, don't chew on the furniture. Hey! He has this one part of my chair that he is just torn up. I've tried my best, but that was like his puppy thing that he did. He likes to chew on wood furniture, which is awful. It just does something for him, I don't know. That's why I put this coffee table on, you can see it. The corners are blue, and it's because I have blue tape on them because he started to bite the corners of the coffee table. Anyways, good. And rolling off. Moving into our hamstring. Now again, this one's kind of strange because sometimes you feel it, sometimes you don't. So important to know where you're at. So maybe you just need to like keep your butt on the ground and just roll back and forth. Maybe you don't even need the leg crossed over. I always need the leg crossed over. Maybe you come up off the floor. Maybe you try to come up even higher onto like your, I don't know what you call this, but basically onto your fingers. And just trying to roll out that hamstring. My pants keep getting caught under the front shoulder. And again, if you find an area that is just particularly tense, you can just work your way into that. Good. Coming to a stop, moving onto our calf. So this is one of those ones where there's all the different levels. So you can honestly just roll out your calf like this. You can add some pressure by putting the leg on top of your other leg on top of your calf. Or you can even come up onto your hands and roll out your calf this way. Sometimes I can do this one. Sometimes, like right now, it's a little too intense for me. I noticed whenever like I've been running, it's really difficult for me. I didn't run this morning, but I've still been running lately, so. Calves are a little more sensitive. Hi, little man. What are you doing? Oh, sassing. Strange dog, Marty. All right. Gently, we're gonna move on to the other side, right side or left side if you did the right hands last time. I always say this is so funny, like on the second side season, like it's always harder for me, so I get super quiet because I'm like trying to not die. Nope. Ooh, so good. So good. Ah. All right, and we're gonna move on to the IT band. Are you seeing this? He's so cute. He's so cute. So good. All right, moving on to our IT band now. Yeah, you guys can see me. This is Marty's routine, is that he likes to sniff my bangs. Don't know why. Could not be why. But he does love sniffing people's hair. Again, you can incorporate those moments of stillness if you need to. Off of the IT band, back. This is rough. You dancer, but it's okay, it's fine. All right, so moving to that glute. Coming off the glute. Yeah, this side's hard for me because this is where I just messed up my back. So I feel like everything now on this side is like really tight. So I'm like, sorry guys. I'm just like, get through this. You can do it. Moving on to the hamstring. Now I do like to get, I don't want to say I like to get close to my knee because that's just like this area right here. I really like to get into here because is where I hold all of the tension in my hamstring. So I like to make sure that I get into that area. Sometimes I hold it here, just making sure we're not feeling any pressure in that knee though. That's the most important thing. The knee is a joint. It's very easy to compromise. I think that's the right word. So don't want to mess with the knee. Yay! I don't think you guys were gone for that long. I hope not. We were just moving from the hamstring onto the calf. So let's go ahead and get started on the calf. Cox Wi-Fi, you are the bane of my existence. Oh God. Okay. If anyone has any better ideas for Wi-Fi providers, please drop it in the comments because my Wi-Fi is awful and I pay way too much for the service that I get. It's ridiculous. Mentioned since earlier, now we're almost done with this leg, but it's okay if if your sides feel uneven. Like for example, like this calf, I'm having a hard time putting this leg on top. I feel like it's too much for me today, whereas on the other side, I could easily put the other leg on top. So you just gotta listen to your body, respect its boundaries for the day, because every day is a different day. Maybe you wore shoes you don't normally wear. Maybe I don't know. Maybe your socks were too thick and it made your feet uncomfortable, so you were tense. I don't know. Just different reasons my body can feel uncomfortable. It's important to listen. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and move on to rolling out the back, which I am looking forward to. So super simple, we're just gonna, don't go down to like the lumbar spine, that's not what we're getting into here because we don't want to mess anything up. So it's mostly just like end of the cervical, end of the thoracic spine, maybe a tiny couple vertebrae in the lumbar, but nothing too intense. So I like to start in, I like to start in a crouched position almost, just with my head in my, and very gently rolling along. Coordinating your breath. Switch, lean a particular way. Just be careful and really listen to your body's cues. Oh my goodness, this hurts for me. Continue that steady breath. This much agony should not be captured on camera. Alright, coming off that, last thing we're going to do with our roller is turn it parallel to our spine, and we're just going to lay right on it. So we're going to lay our spine on our roller, and we're going to let our head drop to the floor. You can either, there's definitely a thorn that I just laid on. I can't find it. Oh, maybe come to a reclined butterfly, maybe you plant the feet, whatever you want. This is just going to be a nice little chest stretch exercise. So letting the arms fall to the side, bringing in some movement, maybe take them up overhead. Again, just a chest, shoulder girdle exercise. Stretching. So just you move your arms around wherever you think would benefit you most, wherever you get the most stretch. Good. And rolling off of your roller. Pushing up to a comfortable seat. Okay. I'm just gonna hope my back's better by tomorrow because I have an important rehearsal. This is a great song. Okay. Great song to finish up on. Sitting nice and tall here. Reaching the crown of the head towards the ceiling, sits bones down into the floor. Finishing class with 3 nice breaths. We begin breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Last time, in through the nose and out through the mouth. I felt like 3 things pop in my back during that breathing. I think like good pops, like release pops. I don't know. Anyways, have a great night, everyone. Thanks so much for coming to class with me. I know my classes are kind of funky this week. We should be back on schedule next week. So thank you so much. Love stretching with you guys. Rolling out. All right. Yep. Back is still not great, but we're making our way to the camera. Oh my gosh. I'm like a sloth right now. I'm like a sloth and a human mixed together into one painful combination. All right. Bye, everyone.